Hello.
Oh, hey, pal.
All right, Steven, you're going to count us down.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't recognize it for a second.
I'm doing the air guitar right now.
Me too, actually.
Only one of us can be Hulk Hogan.
Well, it would clearly be me, brother.
I'll be Scott Hall then.
Okay, cool.
I'll be X-Paul.
If Meatball were here, she would be Kevin Nash then.
It's okay, we could tell her.
This is the second episode with no meatball, guys.
I know.
That's because it got her, and we haven't gotten to going back to the sewer and getting her yet. Sorry, meatball.
Okay, welcome to episode 5 of Attempted Topic. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Sean.
How you guys doing on this wonderful Saturday night?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm well.
You can't complain?
How are you?
Yeah, I can't complain. Hanging in there.
Good.
We are without Meatball for the second straight week due to some personal issues. I don't know if she told you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't tell me.
We will tell you off screen.
Oh, okay.
So, thoughts and prayers are with Meatball during this tough time.
Sending hugs from Ohio to Virginia.
Is it West Virginia or Virginia?
West Virginia, I think. Mom's sending hugs to both places just in case.
Yeah. We'll send hugs everywhere, and if you happen to be in one of the states that Meatball isn't in, just accept the hug anyway.
Just catch it.
Honestly, and then all over the world.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll send hugs everywhere.
All the hugs for everybody. If you're over in South Korea right now, I hope you're feeling nice and warm.
Maybe a little kiss on the cheek.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Love. And you know, speaking of love, we're here today to talk about a little game called Detroit, where humans and androids should peacefully love and coexist, but many plots and turns take place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Whew.
Thank you for that.
Sorry, guys, I'm feeling a little energetic today.
Thank you for that segue.
No problem.
That was a good one.
You know, before we get started, I would like to have a call to action to our listeners. You know, on Apple Podcasts, there is a rating system. You know, just give us a quick rating if you're listening to it on there, you know?
Wait, what was that? I apologize. I got distracted by Xander's crying downstairs.
I was asking our listeners if they're listening on Apple Podcasts to give us a quick rating if they get a minute.
Oh, yes, please. We would deeply appreciate that.
If it's a good rating. If it's a bad rating, just
keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
Message us and tell us about it. Don't give us a bad rating.
Yeah, we don't like that negativity.
You can message
Yeah,
us
we
on
come-
Instagram at Attempted Topics,
Oh yeah, we have an Instagram.
or you can message Steven at Meet Me in Space and tell him all your complaints about how we can improve.
Underscore meet me in space.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's all I got.
That was pretty
Wanted to
good.
get a quick little call to action to the listeners.
I also hear my mom downstairs. How weird.
Oh, one more thing. If you're listening to this podcast, just
Mom.
send the podcast to two friends. I think we all know two people.
Yeah, and I've also found out lately that a lot more people than I would have thought enjoy listening to podcasts.
That's what I'm saying. So
So,
I'm sure everyone knows two people, and everyone knows at least two people that listen to podcasts. So if you're hearing me speak right now, just send it to two people. Perhaps a mother, a brother, a lover.
even a friend.
Yeah, even a friend. You're standing in line at the grocery store. Hey, I found this podcast, Attempted Topics. You should go check them out.
Tell all the Walmart cashiers about it. It's important that they hear this season of Attempted Topics, especially this season.
And
Are
if
we
you
doing season?
happen to know the PA system, just say it overhead.
I assumed we were doing seasons. Maybe I jumped ahead a little.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out, as time goes on. The more Walmart cashiers guys get to listen to us, the more episodes we'll probably end up making in the future. So,
All right, that's all I got. We could start delving into Detroit Become Human. I'm on a fandom page for Detroit right now as we speak. The number one thing in the notes says, since Detroit sounds like the word droid, the title of the game can be interpreted as a pun. Droid Become Human. I think
I
it's a
never
bit of a stretch.
noticed.
yeah, I think that's a bit of a stretch too, because I don't think those two words sound alike.
Detroit and droid. All right.
Well, they start with D, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they make oi sounds.
D and oi. Doi.
We're gonna have to come back to that later.
We're gonna end up having a 15-minute argument about why the words droid and Detroit don't sound the same.
One is two syllables and one is one, so you can't say that.
It's okay.
And why is that on the trivia? Okay.
We don't need to ruin this guy's theory or girl.
So what are your guys' first reaction to Detroit? What are your thoughts?
What do you mean first reaction? Like
thoughts.
after the full playthrough?
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. One of my favorite story games. I feel like I say that about every game I play though.
I think it is my favorite choice game.
Yeah, maybe that's what I meant. Not story, choice. Thanks.
When you say
No
choice,
problem.
you're saying like Telltale and like Quantum Dream game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
it reminded me of Until Dawn.
Yeah, it's
It's
made by
not
a
the
different
story.
studio, but yeah, they're at least I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is.
It's especially how like when you're walking, and then you get the stupid fucking camera angles that you have to change the direction of your analog to keep going the way you're supposed to be going. I hate that. That happened in both of those games, Detroit and Until Dawn.
Yeah. Out of the Quantum Dream games that I've played, The only ones I know are Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit. I've played Heavy Rain all the way through, and I've played Detroit all the way through twice. And Detroit is better in almost every way, even though I kind of like the story in Heavy Rain a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But in Heavy Rain, like, the controls are like some of the worst controls I've ever played in a video game. Like, you have
Yeah,
to
I
hold
never.
R2 to move,
Mm-hmm.
and then in Detroit, it's just like basic moving. Like, you just move the analog stick.
Yeah, I never finished Heavy Rain.
Me neither. I couldn't get into it. I tried really hard, like 3 times.
I have a love-hate relationship with the director, David Cage. He made he made Beyond Two Souls, and he made Heavy Rain, and he made Detroit. And
Okay.
I didn't finish Beyond Two Souls either.
no, I didn't finish that one. I plan to eventually.
I never played
I'm just
that.
gonna restart both at this point.
I will say. Oh, go ahead. My fault, and then I'll say it.
My issue with David Cage is, well, he's allegedly not a very very good guy. Just we'll just leave it at that. But
no one likes a not good guy.
But
Not at all.
he allegedly did some shady things with Beyond Two Souls. But my issue is, like, he takes himself very how do I want to say it, like, very seriously. Like, in every interview, he came out and said that there's nothing about this game that is race related and, like, civil justice movement related.
Mm-hmm.
But if you play the game, like, every single thing in the game has to do with the Holocaust and, like, the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
So I did have. You're talking about Detroit, right?
Yeah.
I did have some arguments for you when it came to that, but I do understand some of it.
Well,
like,
I think he said that the game wasn't race related because he wants us to think that everything in this game came from his mind. And you can't tell me this guy is creating like gas chambers and the Black Power symbol and androids going to the back of the bus. Like, I don't think
that was the only argument I had, was the back of the bus, because I could give you a logical reason why they would have to be in the back of the bus.
Okay.
The logical reason would be that they're not people, especially because that's at the beginning of the game, before the revolution and stuff. So if you had them sitting in bus seats, you're taking seats away from people.
I could give you that if it was the only thing in the game that was
right. That's
what
I was saying. I can't argue the gas chambers or probably anything else. I didn't even know the Black Power symbol was in there, but the bus thing was the only thing. That was you texted me that, like, very early when I was playing.
It's like an optional symbol. I think it's the fist, if I'm correct.
Okay.
I always chose the triangle, but that just...
Yeah, I think I chose the triangle too, actually.
Me too.
Look at us. I will say the graphics in this game are so ridiculously good that during the war scene, Alyssa's sister was here and she walked in and asked what I was watching.
Yeah, it's I have a kind of, not an older TV, it's like 5 years old. Doesn't hold up as good on an older TV, but yeah, I see what you mean. It's probably one of the best looking games I've ever seen.
Yeah, it almost looks like a movie.
Play it on a 4K, especially if you get the chance.
Especially on the menu. What's her name in the menu?
Chloe?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, it almost looks like you're staring at, like, a real person.
Like,
Here's a little Easter egg for you guys about Chloe. The girl from the menu is the girl that you have to choose whether to shoot or not when you're Connor.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I did
Yeah.
catch that.
And let me say,
I didn't catch it the first time, but I caught it when Alyssa was playing.
Chloe scared me because I went
Me
to
too.
hit continue,
She did it to you.
and she told me my save file was corrupted, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, it's,
Oh,
no,
that's
it's
not
not.
why she's.
No,
That's not even why she scared me.
but she like talks to you through the screen. It's really cool.
Yeah, the first time I ever turned on the game, the first thing she said to me was that this is our future, and then I'm playing as an android.
Mhm.
So like, it was that kind of creeped me out.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Did she ask if she could be set free at the end?
yeah, and I set her free, and then when Alyssa played, she wasn't there for like the first quarter of Alyssa's game. When later on, one of the times we turned it on, it asked if we wanted to receive a new one.
Yeah, I set her free too.
Yeah, I let her go too because I would have felt bad keeping her.
Me too.
I
Me
saw the what's it like when you do choose to keep her.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see what happens?
No.
No.
She pretty much says that she's going to wipe her memory, so she won't remember anything that happened, and she'll go back to being just the lady in the menu, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I think maybe we should dive in a little bit of the story. You know.
Well, we won't go through every single thing in the game because we'll be here for 3 hours.
Yeah, there's 3 characters to talk about. Well, a lot more, but the 3 main characters you play as to talk
We'll
about.
do like our like the main points of the story, and we'll compare it to what happened.
All right. Well, we'll start off with beginnings because you have to start with the beginning. So if people haven't played it, they're at least getting the beginning of the story. You know.
Yes.
So let's start. Who did you go? Who went first? Kara?
Connor.
Connor. Oh yeah. So you're Connor. I think he's a cop droid.
Mm-hmm.
And another android has a little girl hostage on the roof of a building.
This was the demo they released, and I
Oh really?
yeah, I played the demo and then like immediately ran out and paid $60 for the game.
It is one of the highest selling PlayStation games right now, as of like last week.
Yeah, it was free on PlayStation Plus sometime last year, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't think it was worth $60 just because the game was so short.
Yeah, the only replay value it has is to do the other choices.
I watched this guy on YouTube called The Completionist, and he did he does every single trophy in video games. So in order to get every single trophy, you pretty much have to play through the entire story and do every single choice as possible.
Right.
And he said it took him like 70 hours to do that.
Mm.
Oh man.
But I think it would get old because you can't skip any of the cutscenes.
Yeah,
So you have to sit through the entire game to make like a minor choice difference.
That would drive me crazy.
I think I'd be able to replay it the way I replayed The Walking Dead season 1.
I could probably play it 1 or 2 more times before it got old. I've played it twice now.
I played it when it came out in 2018, and I beat it within like the first week. And I told myself I was going to go back and play and do the different choices.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't go back and play it until just before we recorded this episode. It took me over 2 years to come back.
It took me like a week because I convinced Alyssa to play it.
Okay, so back on track with the rogue android.
Oh yeah, so he has this little girl at the edge of the roof and also at gunpoint.
And I almost screwed up right away with this scene.
I didn't. Alyssa did. Alyssa did screw up right away.
Did you stress him out too much?
Yeah, he shot Connor.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you did tell me he died right away.
Yeah, he saved the little girl in my game, and then Alyssa's game, Connor died immediately. And I was worried because that would have changed the whole game if he didn't come back.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like, because, well, I mean, there's a few things I don't like about it, but
It makes sense.
You can kill Kara pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're in that guy's house, I forget his name, the one that is supposed to do like
the dick,
Todd.
The one that, yeah, the one that does like the surgery on the androids or whatever.
Oh, not Todd. Zlatko.
Yeah. When you're in his house, Kara can die, and that's like the end of her story.
Yeah.
I mean, can't she die in Todd's house too?
Probably.
I'd imagine. Because I almost got killed for walking in front of the TV in Todd's house.
I didn't know you could die that early.
Yeah, he told me I was about to go upstairs and do the laundry, but the camera angle it had me set at, it was just more convenient for me to walk in front of the coffee table and the TV. And the second I took a step in front of the TV, I started getting screamed at.
It's like in real life.
Yeah, kind of, but he told me if I did it again, he was going to kill me. Worse than the last time.
Oh, that did happen to me. Because they like put you in the position to walk in front of the TV.
Yeah, but Alyssa was smart. I didn't say anything, and she just didn't walk in front of the TV, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I didn't walk in front of the TV, but I almost got killed in the laundry room because I was snooping around.
Because you found his drugs?
Yeah.
I did that, too.
Oh, I didn't get that either.
He had more drugs upstairs, too.
I'm like very, what's the word? Like, I don't explore very well in video games.
See, I try to find as much as I can. But
yeah, me too.
We could revisit Todd later when I talk about my ending.
Okay.
Ooh.
For her.
Todd was in your ending for her?
Well, Kara, Luther, and Alice.
Ooh. I'm intrigued. Okay.
Yeah, he can come back, but I avoided him.
I didn't know he could come back. I killed him, and well, I didn't kill him actually. Alyssa killed him.
We could talk about it now since we're here. At least in mine, when you're in the street with Kara, Todd is standing by the bus stop.
Mm-hmm.
And
because he knew that they would be there. Yeah.
He's at the bus stop, and you can either approach him or you can just avoid him. And I avoided him. So I don't know what happens when you run into him.
And
it's very
weird. That happens. Like it probably happens a lot because it didn't happen in my game, but in Alyssa's game, she went back and seen what's his name, the old man.
Carl.
That took her. Yep. Oh. She went back and seen Carl, but Carl died in my game.
Mine too. I was so upset.
Me too. But he didn't die in Alyssa's game, and you get to see him at the end.
Yeah. We'll jump to where Carl dies or doesn't die.
All right, cool.
This is the first time we see Marcus, or we get to play as Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
I think Marcus is my favorite story.
Me too. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Connor.
Yeah, I have a tie between them two.
I thought it was going to be Kara's.
I can't choose.
Connor and Hank's story is just funny, no matter what way it goes. Like, their relationship is hilarious.
Yeah.
And, like, you... He just doesn't like if you're nice to him, apparently.
I ended up loving Hank.
Me too, but he killed himself in Alyssa's game.
Did you guys have the same Connor the whole way through, or did you?
I did. Alyssa ended up with like 3.
He died once for me.
He only died at the very beginning.
I'm trying to think of how he died. I think when you're in the news station
Mm-hmm.
with Connor and Hank, you have to question three androids, and one of them is a deviant.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I liked that. I did that.
And the deviant killed Connor in my game.
That part was
That
stressful.
happened to me too, actually. So no, I did lose Connor once.
Oh, you know what? I know exactly what happened. So me and Hank were friends, and the deviant was about to shoot Hank. So I had Connor jump in front of him.
I did that too for a very specific reason.
What's that?
Earlier in the game, it gave me a choice to save Hank from falling off the roof or to keep chasing an android, but it said Hank had a 60% chance of living. So I said, fuck it, he'll be cool. And then he was very mad at me for not saving him.
Yeah, I saved him. I saved him too, and he was mad at me for avoiding the mission, I think.
Yeah, during that part, I grabbed the officer's gun and shot the deviant.
I didn't even get that choice.
So when the deviant shoots Hank, or shoots at Hank, I had Connor jump in front of him, and it said we were friends. And then when Connor came back, it said, or Hank told me, I was hoping you wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like it doesn't matter what you do. I just think some of the dialogue is meant for Hank to just come across as this rude.
Yeah, that's what I said. He just don't like when you're nice to him. He just likes being like that.
Yeah, I was
It's
reading about them. And you said in Alyssa's ending, Hank ended up killing himself.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, if Connor dies too many times, it almost reminds him of his son dying. And he can't handle it, so he kills himself.
Oh, that's probably why he killed himself, because Alyssa lost Connor like 3 times.
Yeah.
One of the times, Hank shot Connor in the face.
Yeah, I did that in my first playthrough 2 years ago. Hank shot me in the face.
He was like, so what would happen if I killed you right now? And she said, nothing. So he pulled the trigger. And then, like, the next day, he showed up at Hank's house.
That would be
That's
annoying.
why their relationship's so funny to me, because Hank could just straight up kill Connor, and then Connor comes back all friendly. Like, we got a mission to do, sir.
And then they get taken off the case anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing, and that's why he killed himself. In Alyssa's game, Hank quit the police force when they talked about that, when, like, they got let off the case.
Mm-hmm.
But in my game, he didn't. He was just depressed, and then he ended up in the scene where the 2 Connors are fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me. They had the 2 Connors fighting at the end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's we'll work our way up there.
Yeah, this is why we're called Attempted Topics, guys, because we can't stick to this story. We're too excited.
Oh yeah, we're bouncing from the beginning of the game to the very end.
We haven't even got to anything in Kara's story yet.
Kara's, let me tell you, all their endings in my game was the most depressing shit that could ever happen in anybody's game, and I promise.
Oh, I had a terrible ending for them.
Mine's almost like so bad that it's funny.
The same, like... Well, let's just jump to that. I can't tell you what happened to Luther, but I know in my game, when you're trying to reach the bus stop, I didn't make it. Because I tried to save the Jerrys.
Yeah.
So I got taken to a concentration camp, okay? So then the police killed an android for something.
Mm-hmm.
and then had Kara walk the body to the dump yard or something like that. So she tells Alice she'll be right back, walks the body down there, and then it gives me a choice to either jump in a truck and escape or to go back by myself or to go back to Alice. And I'm obviously not going to leave this little girl behind because I have children and that would be really fucked up if that was my first decision to make. So I go back to Alice and she's gone. And the cops are telling everyone to stay still. And it's telling me to sneak around and find Alice. So I'm like sneaking around trying to find Alice. Our skins are off. I forgot to mention that too. So I don't know how the fuck I was supposed to find her. And I get shot I get shot and then it let me stand back up and keep searching. And then I got shot again.
I think Alice is the only little kid android in there, conveniently.
In that camp, yeah.
And
I've seen other
that's how you're
kids in the
supposed to
game.
find her.
I couldn't find her though. And then eventually they just shot me dead. So after Kara died, it showed a scene of them putting Alice in the gas chamber. And them shutting it. And yeah.
I didn't even make it that far.
I didn't even make it to the camp.
Alyssa didn't go to the camp. She made it to the border. And then Kara sacrificed herself because they were doing temperature checks.
Mhm.
So she sent Alice over to Rose. But then they did the temperature check to Alice too, and they seen she was an android and just let her go through anyways.
That's what happened in my very first game. I don't know how I managed to do those choices in that game and fail so miserably this time. So what happened in mine, I got to the point where you take your skin off and you're in the line for the I don't know if it's a gas chamber or I'm assuming it's not a gas chamber because I don't think gas would kill them. But
No, I think it's like shuts off. It's like something to stop electricity from running.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I just thought it was like a compactor.
It's made out to be a gas chamber,
Yeah.
but just like the dirty bomb is made out to be a nuke, but it's not a nuke because obviously it would blow up the androids too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, so you're in line to get into the quote unquote gas chamber, and you like Kara can communicate with the Jerrys through her mind or whatever through that blue ring,
Yeah.
and I think they pretty much say that they'll create a distraction so you can get over to Alice because Alice is right behind one of the Jerrys.
Mm-hmm.
So they deliver a distraction and sacrifice themselves. So you sneak over to Alice, and then you do the same thing with Luther. You communicate to him, and Luther is like, "I'm not going to let you guys die. I'll make a distraction. You guys find a way out." So the only way I found out, I don't know if there's another way, but what I did was there was like the fence you could sneak through while the guards are distracted. Mm-hmm. So Luther sacrifices himself so you guys can escape. And as Alice and Kara were escaping, they got caught. And I think it gives you the choice to cover Alice or attack the guard. And I don't remember what I did. I think I attacked the guard. And you both get shot and you die. So the Jerrys died and Luther died. They both sacrificed themselves so Kara and Alice can live, and then Kara and Alice died too.
Oh my god.
At least you got all that. Alyssa just left Luther and Jericho.
I love Luther.
After all he did.
Me too.
My ending was just depressing.
What happened in yours?
Well, they made it to the border. Not like they were about to get on the bus or whatever. And then we ran into Todd, and he caused the scene. And then I had Kara mention how he got Alice to replace his daughter because when his wife left, his wife took their real kid. And that tugged at his heartstrings, so he started crying. So he made amends with Kara and Alice and him even hugged. And then he said it was just a misunderstanding when the guards came over. So he let them, basically they almost escaped. And then that family with the baby, they dropped their ticket. And I should have just kept the ticket, but I gave it back because Alice wanted me to.
Mm-hmm. Alyssa kept the ticket. I didn't make it there.
I should have just kept the ticket because that's where everything went wrong. So the three of them, we run into the guards, and they knew you were an android, and I was like, well, let me just press flee because I feel like it would just be another. She's escaped so much before by running away. I feel like they could just run away again. But no. They made all three of them kneel.
Oh, goodness.
And then shot all three of them on sight. Kara, Alice, and Luther.
I can't remember for the life of me how Luther died in my game, but I know he wasn't at the camp with Kara and Alice.
Look, they almost made it. I was so mad.
Maybe he died saving the Jerrys. But I don't even feel like he was running down the street with us.
Oh yeah, I found him on the street.
So I kind of cheated in this playthrough and went back and changed something that I did because I chose a very peaceful protest.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're doing that thing where you have to destroy the city and flee
after you let the androids out.
Yeah. So I was half paying attention because it was 6 a.m. and I was just playing on my phone, and I missed the part where North said you have to block off the road. So I drove I drove the truck through the android building, and somebody drove by and immediately called the cops. So I couldn't get any of the androids to escape with me, and North was furious at me. Because at the end of the game, not at the end, but towards the end of the game, there's a timeline where Marcus is kicked out of Jericho.
Oh.
And I didn't want to get him kicked out because I love North.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I went back and did it the correct way and blocked the road so North wouldn't be mad at me.
I didn't get kicked out of Jericho. Something similar happened to me, though, when we were breaking into the news place. You remember the part where they had to, burn the circle in the window and then climb up the building?
Yeah.
So at that part, North said, you gotta block that door with something. And I don't know why I didn't even try to block the door with something. But a guard came in while I was doing whatever, putting the laser on the window. And I had to knock him out. But North wasn't mad at me like she was mad at you. So that was probably way before. That was showing you that if you don't listen.
Yeah, Marcus and North had a rocky relationship in mind, but they still ended up being lovers.
Yeah, we were lovers too. Wasn't
we were lovers too on a big path of destruction.
Wasn't North a sex worker robot?
Yeah.
Was she the one that killed the guy in that strip club thing?
No, it was the one girl with the blue hair that you had the tussle with.
The blue-haired Tracy. I only remember that because they kept saying it.
Yeah.
The only reason I ask is because I ran out of time and failed the mission to to see who killed the guy in the
Oh,
strip
That
club.
so you never found the blue chair, Tracy?
No, I did the very first time I played, but I totally forgot who it was.
see with
Yeah.
that's how Hank and Connor became friends in my game because Connor did not shoot them, and let
Oh,
the two girls escape.
I shot her because she was about to attack me, and I panicked.
She said
And he said they seemed pretty in love.
yeah, they were. They said they just wanted to be together.
Yeah.
I didn't even
He
get
was
that
angry.
far. I just got screamed at by Hank, and we left the club.
Oh, it was funny when you first go into the club. I
Did
had
you look at the sex robot
yeah,
and you get yelled
I
at?
had Connor look at one of them.
Yeah, I did that too, and Hank yelled at me.
Yeah,
And then you keep making Hank spend money.
he almost maxed out his credit card with
It's
mine,
like it says it's like $40 every time you open one.
and I opened like 15. No
Yeah.
lie.
I opened way more in my game than Alyssa. I kind of walked Alyssa through that part so that she didn't run out of time and she didn't spend much money.
I definitely maxed out Hank's card.
I didn't know you could do that.
Would you guys buy a
The-
North robot?
What an odd question.
Luck came out of nowhere.
For
No,
what?
no, I would not.
Just asking for a friend.
I'd have an Android, but not for that. And I wouldn't I'd probably be like a Carl and Marcus situation.
I feel like in the future that would be more accepted.
Yeah, it
A
would.
North robot.
Yeah. Because I mean, there's prostitutes nowadays.
Yeah.
They have like very realistic sex dolls. The only reason they're not popular is because they're like $5,000.
Well, I think these androids are like 8,000.
Yeah, but if you've seen when you're Kara in the store, if you looked at the androids, like Kara's android was only like $800 or something.
Yeah. And then the Chloe model, that was like the very first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure those were cheaper.
Here's another question. Why do you guys think Alice had to be an android?
I don't. I didn't even understand that right away.
That was such a stupid plot twist.
Yeah. I thought she was sick. When Luther kept saying he had to tell me something about Alice.
That's what I thought too. I thought she was gonna die.
The theme of the game is that androids and humans can exist, like they can coexist. So
that was a prime example. And then all of a sudden,
it would work much better with the story if this android can be a mother to this little girl.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just thought
I agree.
that was dumb.
Now, on my game, when I was Connor, when I broke into Jericho, I was watching the news screens, and a lot of the humans were supportive, and
yeah.
all four equal rights for the androids. So I like that, but I feel like they should have had more human allies. Like, I thought that a bunch of the humans were gonna
Oh yeah, we
join.
didn't see any humans technically fighting other than Rose, but she didn't ever go to war with the androids.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought that a bunch of humans were gonna join Marcus at the end.
So like how about this? When Kara and Alice are in the camp. So imagine Alice is still just like a human.
Mm-hmm.
They both get brought into the camp, and then they have to take their skins off. And Kara's skin comes off, but obviously Alice is like she can't have her skin come off. She's a human. And the guards see this, and then like some of the guards are like they have a change of heart, and they're like, hey, humans can, like, this android is being a mother to this little girl,
Right.
so they like have a change of heart.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have more humans siding with the androids, because like your public opinion can be very good, but I would have liked to see more humans fighting with the androids. Like maybe guards can start turning against each other. Like some are like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
these androids are good, and the others are still like anti-android.
Right.
See, at the end, Marcus almost died in my game, but
Me too.
Marcus and North kissed, and then the president called off the attack. I think it changed her perception on them.
That was my ending too.
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys the big ending that Alyssa had that had me almost scared to death. So, obviously, I think we all chose Connor to turn deviant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Alyssa won the revolution when you like raid at the end when you attack. I don't know if you guys made that choice. When you're talking to your people for the last time, you have a choice to either make a peaceful march or to attack the android headquarters. Or, wherever Connor. Something like,
See,
Yeah.
mine was different than that.
So, she chose to attack, and I chose to attack. The difference between our two was when I chose to attack, we got destroyed. So, that was when Marcus had to make the choice to use the bomb or not. Because we were about to all be dead. And then I used the bomb, and there were no humans in Detroit anymore. Because it's like a radioactive bomb, not a nuke, but like obviously humans can't live in radioactive. So it said humans couldn't go back to Michigan for like 300 years or something.
Okay.
But
I was wondering how the bomb would work, because
right,
when
Yeah, because I never used it.
when North tried to push the bomb upon me, I said no because I thought it would just kill all of us too. I thought her statement was to like kamikaze it for the rest of
no,
the
it was
androids.
That's what I
it was
thought
like
too.
radioactive waves, like the shit that comes out of after a nuke.
Yeah.
That's where like the reason you can't live after somewhere gets nuked, you can't go back there. It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Alyssa's ending was she won that war. And then for some reason they just decided that since they won that they were free. And that they won. So at the end of the game, Connor, North, and Marcus are all standing on like a podium together talking to like the 3,000 fucking android crowd.
Mm-hmm.
They won the war. And then it shows Connor gets stuck in his head. Okay, this is where it had me shook. Because we were like, uh-oh, Amanda's about to scream at us. And so we walked up to Amanda, and Amanda said this was all part of the plan all along. I was supposed to turn deviant, and now they're about to regain control. And then it showed Connor pulling a gun out, standing behind Marcus, and you had a certain amount of time to basically escape your mind, or Connor was going to kill Marcus.
Yeah, the same exact thing happened in mine. And it gives you like a second chance. Because the first chance, I could not find where to go. I was stuck on the bridge. I was like, oh my god, I just ruined my whole game. Because he can't get out from under the bridge.
Yeah.
But it gave me a second chance, and I walked over to that thing. And then I pressed the wrong button. I was like, oh, I screwed it up again. But I was on a timer, so I was able to fix it.
Yeah.
My finger slipped off the button.
I was
shook.
gonna bring up that ending to you guys because
Yeah, that happened in mine.
I didn't get that ending, but I heard that was like a very rare ending. So I'm surprised both of you guys got it.
Yeah, because
Alyssa, I didn't get it. Alyssa got it, and she literally just finished it like an hour ago, like an hour before we started recording.
Because Connor he had successfully turned all of the androids in the headquarters into
Yep.
deviants, so they all like marched toward Marcus after.
Yeah. Same.
So Connor was supposed to become deviant to kill Marcus. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he was
I
able to.
And he also like gained all their trust, and now he's seen everything. So like they would have had Connor's memory and known everything about the androids.
Hmm.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess Amanda is technically just like Carter's program, but like to a human, it would be like our conscious.
Mm.
So like it's him talking to himself, but like since he's an android, it's technically like that's his program talking to him. And
See,
like
I figured she was never a real person because she didn't interact with anybody else, and she was always in
right,
that garden.
Yeah, for some
you were right because she's not real, but like she's in Connor's head,
I
so like
figured,
she's real to him.
oh, Connor's in like some type of sleep mode whenever this happens.
Yeah.
Because Connor and Amanda had a terrible relationship in my game. Because he
Yeah.
was cool with Hank the whole time.
Me and Amanda were cool up until Connor turned deviant, but Amanda didn't like Connor when Alyssa played.
Yeah, she did not like Connor and mine either. Now, did Hank live in your guys' game?
He lived it. No, he died. The non-deviant Connor killed Hank and mine.
Same. No, I
Yeah,
didn't
mine too.
choose. I did not choose to sacrifice Hank. I actually did choose to save him, but something happened a split second, and I was like, oh, if I don't turn this one android, Connor's gonna get shot.
Connor would
And
have died if he
Hank,
saved Hank, I think.
yeah, they're both gonna get shot and die. So I have to at least turn this one android so that android can
Yeah,
help
what you
turn
did
all the
was
other ones.
you basically put deviant Connor's mind inside of
Yeah,
like you switched them.
yeah, they did switch, but I saved the one android and he shot Hank in that second, and I was
Oh,
upset.
yeah, I think that's how he died in
And
mine.
then he
But like I
said,
said, in Alyssa's, he shot himself.
he was gonna miss Connor, and it was sad
Yeah, I remember that.
because I got the trophy to have Hank and Connor friends the whole time, and I don't know how I made them friends the whole game and kept it, but
Yeah, we had a rocky relationship, but we were cool, I guess, in time at the end. We were cool enough to where non-deviant Connor kidnapped him.
Did you guys keep Carl alive?
I did not, and Alyssa did.
no, he died in mine.
He didn't die in my first game, and then when I played last week, he died.
Oh, should have.
Well, I was listening to him. I wasn't fighting back because I didn't want to upset him, and then he had a heart attack.
Well,
Yeah,
his son like hit him in my game.
Oh, and then he had the heart attack,
Yeah,
like
because he
falling
kind of,
over. I think that's what happened.
yeah, he kind of shoved him,
Yep, I remember.
and then
Yep,
the police came
but
in.
in Alyssa's game, she fought back.
See, I didn't fight back only because I
But
felt,
when you fight back, he like shoves Carl's son into a table, like super fucking hard. And then I thought he died. He wasn't dead though, because he was there later in the game. But I like
yeah,
hard as fuck.
yeah, they crossed paths one more time, and I wanted to kill him, but it didn't even give me the option.
Yeah,
They just
us
like
either.
made eye contact, and that's it.
What'd you do, Jeremy?
he didn't die in mine, and then later in the game, you visit the cemetery, and then you pass by his son.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and Alyssa's game, since he lived, you later in the game, you don't visit the cemetery, but you visit Carl.
Yeah,
Carl has a new
that's how
android.
I remembered in my first game that Carl didn't die, because I remembered going back to the house and talking with him.
Mm-hmm. He had a new android and stuff.
I like that because uh, Carl was like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Marcus was specially created for Carl.
Mm-hmm.
Like how the other androids are, like there's a million Connors and a million Alices and
Yeah.
whatever. Like Marcus is actually like a one of one.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool that you can go back and talk to him. He's like your robot is leading this revolution. He's like encouraging you.
Yeah.
I like that more than visiting the cemetery.
Another thing I liked, you remember at the beginning of the game when Carl had Marcus paint a picture?
Mm-hmm.
How many different pictures can you paint? Because my picture was very different than Alyssa's picture.
I think it's
You know
only
what?
4.
My picture was an android.
I can't
I don't
remember what
remember.
I did.
I can't remember mine either, but I can remember hers. It was a human, and it was an android sitting in a chair with a human behind it.
See, mine was just like a close up of an android, and it was like a really dark picture.
It sounds like mine.
Oh, mine was I'm looking at it now. It was like a almost like a human covering his face or whatever.
Mm.
So there are I'm looking at it now. I think there's 12 different options because um, you can choose Android, Human, or Identity as your first option, and then
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mm-hmm.
choose Fate, Hope, Pain, and Sadness as your second option. So I chose Identity and Despair, and it's like this guy like holding his face.
Mm.
Oh, if you do Human and Comfort, you paint a picture of Carl.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish he
I
wouldn't
think,
have died in my game.
yeah, same, Steve. I was very excited when I seen Alyssa was visiting him because I didn't get that scene.
Yeah, and I was mad that Todd didn't die, but then I was glad he lived in my game because they got that almost happy ending where they made amends with him, but then they had to shoot them on sight for no reason.
I didn't know you made amends with him. I killed him. Well, I didn't kill him. I just didn't see him in the street.
And that was like a really good scene too. So mad. It
Oh,
was all
here's
for nothing, only to die 2 minutes later. And there was an off-screen death too.
who died off screen.
Kara, Alice, and Luther.
Oh, here's a another fun fact about the paintings. So I'm looking at the chart. If you choose Identity and Doubt, Marcus paints a picture of himself. If you choose Identity and Prisoner, he paints a picture of himself and Carl because he's pushing him in a wheelchair, so he feels like a prisoner.
Oh yeah, that's the picture Alyssa got.
Mm.
I didn't realize how much depth there was in the paintings he does.
Yeah, I thought when I realized Alyssa had a different picture than me, I figured there was multiple, so I was intrigued.
Yeah, there's 12 different ones. So yeah, who do you guys think RA9 is? Because they never really say.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they made it out like it was Marcus, but I don't know because the androids didn't make it out like that. The humans did.
Both
Yeah.
times I played, I thought I missed something because the game ended and I still didn't know who RA9 was. So I thought I just missed it.
I thought it was going to be Chloe because the way she was in the menu.
Oh yeah. We should Google it.
I'm looking at it now and there's just a bunch of theories. Like no one knows for sure.
Hmm.
Give me the top ones.
There's one that says it might have been left unanswered for a potential sequel or DLC. I don't think there's going to be DLC because it came out over 2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be. Well, I don't know if there'd be a sequel. I don't think so.
I feel like there's too many endings for there to be a sequel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd probably have to have different androids in a different place.
And PlayStation 5 is coming out, so no one would get their save file.
Can you imagine the graphics of this game on a PS5?
Mm.
They'll probably put it on there. What sucks
Probably.
is most of my games are digital, so I won't be able to do the backwards compatibility.
Yeah, same here.
Oh yeah, they
The only
Heavy
physical
Rain
copies.
Heavy Rain was a PS3 game and it's on PS4, so they'll probably put it on PS5.
Yeah.
I only have Friday the 13th and Spider-Man physical. And Days Gone.
We're definitely doing a Spider-Man episode in the future. I just need to play it.
I'll need to. I can't play it, Steven. You'll have to game share it with me.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, because I have the disc, but it won't load up.
Why?
I don't know. It doesn't even look scratched. It's just the only game I have that won't load up.
It's only $20. It's on sale now.
Oh, well, alright. There's such thing as game sharing, though. Then I never knew that until, last week. It's where you can share your digital games with people.
So it says it's possible that Kaminsky created RA9. It either says it's possible that Kaminsky himself created or is the cause of RA9, or that RA9 is a subroutine or virus that Kaminsky planned. So he purposely, I think it's saying he purposely caused these things to go deviant, and they worship this virus thing called RA9.
That would make sense.
I have something. Maybe it's
Nope, we lost Sean. All right, so technical
as I was
difficulties.
saying. Yeah, my bad. I accidentally started talking to Siri.
Sean, you just went deviant.
John's phone went deviant.
So you know how there's error codes when something goes wrong in computers?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that.
I know that all too well.
You're right, I know.
When
Me too.
I ruined our desktop computer.
Multiple times.
So maybe to them in their eyes something pops up, it's error code R89 and they don't know what it is, so they think it's supposed to be worshiping it or something.
Oh yeah, did you guys take the survey that the game asked you, that Chloe asked you in the menu?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember it to tell you.
We should do the survey if I could find it.
All right, let's do it. It's time for surveys with attempted topics. I don't remember what last week's game show was called, so this is
trivia. The answer was not D.
What?
Remember, it was the trivia?
Yeah.
The answer was not D.
I have the questions if you guys are ready.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Would you consider having a relationship with an android that looks like a human?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love North.
Yeah, me too.
I'm telling you right now. I think I would buy a North.
I don't want to buy it. I want it to be real.
Yeah, I want it to be real. I want a Connor. I want it to be real.
Oh, so you want to meet North, or
right?
Or a North.
I don't want to buy North because then I'm forcing her to care about me, you know.
And then she'll go deviant, and then she'll strangle you. And
right.
Because
well,
that's what
maybe not if you don't treat her bad. Marcus didn't strangle Carl.
So buy a North and just treat her well.
So is the male version like South?
Do you want a Connor?
Yeah.
Do you think that technology could become a threat to mankind?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Well,
I've-
yeah. You
I've
guys
seen a
watch
lot of movies where it goes wrong.
Black Mirror.
iRobot.
Blade Runner. We really need to talk about Blade Runner 2049 one day.
I have to watch it.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Some of
The
these
Blu-ray's
things.
like $8. Everyone should go buy it to give that movie money because we failed it when it was in theaters.
I did fail it because I still didn't watch it to this day.
Somebody was like interviewing Ryan Gosling, and they mentioned Blade Runner 2049. He says something like, "Oh, you're the one person that saw it," and that movie is a freaking masterpiece.
I'm interested.
It's like 3 hours long, but
Oh, goodness.
it's great. I'm sitting right by the poster.
It's funny because I could play a fucking 38-hour game, but you want me to sit down and watch a 2.5-hour movie? You're crazy.
But you could watch it in like sittings.
Not you. Like, I'll watch the movie, but like that's how I feel when
Yeah.
people tell me to watch long movies.
Just break it into episodes.
You're right.
Episode 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Okay.
Wow, you could be a freaking philosopher.
If you had to live on a deserted island and could only bring one object, what would it be? A book, a cell phone, pen and paper, a console, or an instrument?
Well,
Or what? What was the last one?
An instrument.
I don't know how to play instruments.
I'd bring a cell phone.
I'd bring a cell phone too because I don't know how to play an instrument. I can't just bring my PlayStation because
There's no power.
who
Is there power on the island?
I-
Changes everything.
I'm assuming so.
If there's power on the island, I'll bring my phone because I'm stranded on an island. So
Yeah, we're gonna assume that the island has reception too
Yeah.
All right.
because this is the future.
We're going to
So I
assume
said a
everything
pen
is
and
usable.
paper.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was gonna say who's gonna bring a console?
That'd be fun.
We're assuming the console has a TV too.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
so
'Cause I didn't assume that when I answered. I answered a pen and paper.
I'm still gonna bring my cell phone.
Because you can read books on your phone, you can write on your phone, and you can play games
Yeah.
on your phone.
You can even play instruments on your phone.
Yeah, there's GarageBand.
Yep. I love GarageBand.
Boom, that was the right answer.
Okay, do you
That
consider yourself dependent on technology? Since we
Yes.
all said we would bring our phone without hesitation, I'm going to assume yes.
Yes, even my car has a bunch of technology.
What technology do you most anticipate? Androids, flying cars, space tourism, or brain-connected devices? I don't want anything connected to my brain.
Me neither.
But I would kind of like to see, like maybe if it could project your thoughts, or like film your dreams or something.
No, because someone's just going to hack my brain.
Right.
I mean, that wouldn't hack.
I don't want to fly a car.
No,
I don't want to go to space. So I'm anticipating androids.
I do want to go to space, but I think I did pick the space one.
oh, that
'cause
would be cool.
they plan on people living on Mars, putting the first colony on Mars by 20. Well, now Corona happened, but they were doing that. They wanted to do it by 2050, and if I didn't have kids, I'd be on the first rocket.
I wonder if you could text from Mars to Earth.
Right.
I think
I'm anticipating androids because
Me too, though.
I would get one. I would get a North.
I would get a Connor.
Jeremy, you have a carry.
Well, I'm assuming in this universe I don't.
Oh, okay. You're engaged. But it's okay, I understand. Because I would enjoy North too.
See, I'm single, so I could have a Connor and be fine. But I think I would choose brain connected device. I feel like filming dreams and stuff.
Someone's gonna hack into your memory and thoughts.
Or you could like film a memory and project it.
Yeah, that would be cool. If I could have like a device that doesn't connect to internet or anything that just records my dreams and puts it on a little VHS tape or
Yeah,
something.
that's what I'm thinking it would do. So that would be cool. My brain connected device has a VPN, so you can't get that IP address, and there's firewall.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right. This next question's a controversial one.
Mm.
Do you believe in God?
Hmm.
Yes, no, or don't know. I believe in something after we die.
Yes.
I believe in something too. I put don't. Well, I don't know. I don't believe in like the norm God.
Yeah, I don't think the Bible and everything is meant to be taken literally.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, without delving into religious views.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you let an android take care of your children?
No.
I
Well.
I would say
Well.
I would say yes.
I mean, look what happened at the beginning of the game.
Assuming androids are not deviant,
Because he
I I
wasn't
I
deviant.
would probably trust a an android more than I would trust a babysitter
Don't know.
that I just hire. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a.
Interesting.
assuming they're not deviant. So like just pretend you're in the world of Detroit and it's like before androids go deviant.
Well, my kids are only 1 and 2. So, are they gonna go deviant in the next 5 years?
You don't know.
Oh,
Hmm.
but I do know they're gonna go deviant.
Like there's suspicion and like um what's the word like people don't trust them 100%.
But there's no confirmed cases of deviancy.
All right, all right. Well, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't just leave it with an android as a babysitter, but I would let it like play with it and do like
Yeah, I don't think I would leave them alone.
If they're as
Well,
advanced, like I wouldn't with the technology we have today, but if they're as advanced as they are in Detroit, I probably would.
Yeah, but
yeah, I'm gonna say.
I'm not gonna leave the house. Like I might go in the basement and hang out while Xander and Casey chill with Kara in the living room. Kara, I don't remember the
Yeah.
bot's name.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would leave Kara while I go to the restaurant. I wouldn't leave the kids with Kara.
I think I would. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes because Kara was a really good caretaker.
She was. I'm just there's suspicion though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like risks. I don't even like here's the I like risks, but not with my children. I like risks for myself.
Okay. How much time per day would you say you spend on electronic device? 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or more?
5, so more.
More.
I would say more.
My phone tells me how much I'm on it a week, and I'm only on it 4 to 5 hours.
But I mean,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
TVs.
Yeah,
And those
TVs,
count.
video
You use
games,
radios in the car.
Bluetooth.
More.
Yeah, like headphones, stuff like that.
I'm using
yeah.
Bluetooth right now.
Yeah, we're using our phones and a computer right now.
Yeah, I think whoever put anything other than more is lying.
If you needed emergency surgery, would you agree to be operated on by a machine?
Ugh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'm scared of the humans doing it too. So
I was gonna say I'd probably trust the machine more.
How advanced is this machine?
that's programmed to do surgery.
Well,
So
I think I don't know. That's scary because machines. What if it glitches?
it doesn't even have to be an android. It could be like a giant arm with a scalpel.
And what if this giant arm with a scalpel glitches and malfunctions or has to perform an update in the middle of surgery?
I think it's the same way as like a couple of the other
Oh, I'm
previous
sure.
questions where you have to assume that the
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure there's protocol to these machines.
like you
where
have to
they make
assume
sure it's updated.
Well,
like you have to assume
I'm
that
scared.
they're as advanced as they are in Detroit and they're not like our present day technology. 'Cause
I'm
I'm
still.
not if they brought out like a robot tomorrow that could do surgery, I wouldn't do it. I would probably let the robot go like 5 years of surgery and see what happens.
Well, you know what? I think I would prefer. I would rather a machine do dental work than a real person or something like that.
That's true. Dentist.
So yeah. So I think I would say yes, and I think I would rather have because I always have these issues at the eye doctor where my eye test takes longer than it should. So I think I'd rather have a machine do it because
I don't want a machine anywhere near my eyes.
if it's an android, I feel like androids don't judge as much
I'm
as
just gonna
humans
say
do too.
I'm gonna say don't know for this question. I'm indifferent. It would be like a situational basis.
Yeah,
Maybe it depends on the surgery. Like if it's
Like
yeah.
like I would let an android do like remove an ingrown toenail, but I
I
wouldn't
mean
let an android like take my brain out of my head.
Well,
no.
that doesn't exist. Go with like open heart surgery.
Well, technically they do have a machine to operate on your eye because they have laser eye surgery.
Yeah.
But it's controlled by a human.
So like what if it was just an android with like lasers on its fingers and it just walked up to you and zapped your eye with a laser?
Goodness.
I mean, they would probably numb it first, hopefully.
Well, yeah.
Because it would be
They're not walking up to strangers and
just zapping them in the eye.
Hey, your eyesight's bad. Let me.
I feel like if there was a machine, it would take quicker. So maybe I'll say yes.
I still don't know. I'm with Rims.
Okay, last question. Do you think one day machines could develop consciousness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if Siri had like feelings.
I was just thinking that. Like imagine you're just like, hey Siri, screw you. And she's just like, no, screw you.
See, that's why I always say when you ask Siri for something, you should always say thank you afterwards because one day Siri's gonna be very smart.
I'm like yelling at Siri when she's on the GPS. Like it's a good part of a song and she won't shut up. I'm
Me
like,
too.
okay, I get it. I'm turning here.
We need to be nicer to
My
Siri.
friend
We
does
need to be
that
like
too.
Siri.
See,
We understand.
me and my Siri, we're cool. So when he gets a conscious,
I get really mad at Siri because I can't even say it. But every time I say hey and then my daughter's name, she answers. And it
why?
pisses me off so bad. I don't know.
They don't sound similar.
No.
I know. And I tell her that all the time. She pisses me off.
That just means you need to change your daughter's name.
No, she needs
After
to change her name.
after a whole year.
You
Like,
should be
you know
able to
what?
change Siri's name.
Yeah. What would you name?
Yeah, you should.
What would you name your Siri? North.
Probably.
I would name mine Connor.
I don't know what I would name mine. Carly.
At least we all have a video game love.
Mine's actually Ellie, but I was also like very young when Ellie was great. Ellie was young too.
Huh.
But it sounds weird now because I'm 23 and Ellie's still a young. Ellie is not aged except until the new game.
I think she's still like 16 or something.
I thought she was like 18.
We can edit that out. No.
Well,
No.
I was young when I crushed.
Oh, Ellie is 19.
See,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's okay.
You're cool then.
It's okay to continue my crush now.
Yeah.
So I'll just name her Ellie. But it wasn't acceptable to continue my crush before the second game because Ellie didn't age.
That's what you had.
And I did.
That's what you had Carly for.
But Ellie also does not like men, I don't think. So I'm sure I luck.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Oh. Brutal.
Yeah. It's a tough
Well,
fiasco.
Who is your Detroit lover?
Mine?
Yeah.
The blue-haired Tracy.
Okay. So just name yours blue-haired Tracy.
Yeah, it was North, but Jeremy's taken her.
Clearly.
Yeah. He's not giving her up, so I could live with the blue-haired
See,
Tracy.
we all have a different
Her actress looks a lot like her too.
we all have a
Really?
different lover on Detroit, but then we all have the same one on The Walking Dead. I don't know how that's gonna work.
The blue-haired Tracy reminded me of Chloe from Life is Strange, and I also crushed on her. What a character.
Yeah, Minka Kelly plays North.
Ah.
Shout out to Minka Kelly if you're listening.
If you're listening, Jeremy wants to wife you up.
In a different life.
Yeah, we're in a life where you're an android.
Okay.
I apologize for not being more clear.
Shout out Minka Kelly.
Shout out Connor's actor. I follow him on Instagram, but I don't know his name.
Shout out blue-haired Tracy.
And shout out Carly.
Carly. Oh, Carly.
I'm trying to find Connor's actor, but for some reason it's only showing Marcus and Kara.
Maybe he likes to live the normal life.
I mean, I follow him on Instagram, I think.
Brian Ditchart, something like that. He looks exactly like him.
I know.
Minka Kelly looks a little different than North.
I'm like,
this guy's literally Connor.
I think we pretty much discussed the game beginning to end just in a very sporadic timeline.
Yeah,
I think we did good this time.
Blue hair Tracy. Why did I type in blue hair Tracy's if I'm supposed to get an actor? And I spelled Tracy wrong.
Was it spelled with an I?
Yeah, it's spelled with an I. Her name. Wait. Hold on. She has the same last name as the guy who plays Connor.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Look at us, Steven. Keeping it in the family.
On June 30th, 2018, she married the actor who portrays Connor.
Oh. Little do they know. It's about to be a love square.
Me and Sean are breaking that up real quick.
Little do they know.
I hope they hear this one day. That'd be grand. We gotta send this to the actors.
Yeah, I just realized how much he looks like Connor.
I saw a video of him, and I don't know if it was at a convention or whatever, but somebody got him to say whatever his catchphrase is, like "My name is Connor. I'm sent by CyberLife" or whatever. It's creepy.
I bet.
I was just about to ask if they have the same voice too.
They do.
I'm glad they do that because remember on Left 4 Dead they had a different voice.
Yeah.
Or a different voice actor.
Hey Tom, it's Bob from the office down the hall. It's good to see you, buddy. How have you been? Things have been okay for me, except that I'm a zombie now. I really wish you'd let us in. Take it away, Spades.
I can't remember the words. All I remember from that song is when the chorus came on, the bar was raided. A horde would just run through.
Yeah.
Really?
Right on cue.
All right, guys, give me a rating on Detroit before we jump into our weekly recommendations.
10 out of 10.
I'm gonna say 9 out of 10, only because of the Alice being an android.
Oh, can I
Plot
retract
twist.
my statement?
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9.5.
I'm going.
Yeah, the Alice thing, and then maybe a couple minor things here and there. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It is still my favorite choice game.
Yeah, I'm going a 10 for graphics. Obviously, I think we all agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story probably. I mean, it's a good story. It's just minor things hold it back.
Yeah. Nothing major to ruin the whole thing.
Yeah, I'd probably go like 7.5 on the story. Probably like an 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 overall. Gameplay is much better than Heavy Rain. I hate playing Heavy Rain.
Me too.
Like,
that was no fun.
I love the story in Heavy Rain, but the gameplay almost made me want to quit.
The thing I didn't like about that one is you really were on a time frame. Like, the day went by so fast on the game.
Yeah.
And you have to explore everything so fast.
I want to do a Heavy Rain episode sometime, so I'm not going to tell you what happened in my ending. but it couldn't have went any worse than it did.
All I know is you said you had a terrible ending.
I'd have to buy it again because I had it for PS3.
I have it on my.
I think the Quantum Dream collection that has Detroit, Heavy Rain, and Beyond Two Souls. I think it's like $20 now for the PS4.
I already bought Detroit.
Well, might as well buy it again.
And then we have to buy it a third time for the PS5 because it's digital 2 times.
I'm sorry, it's $35. Yeah. It's $35 for 4 games.
What's the 4th game?
3 games. Sorry, not 4.
God damn it!
I think if you get PlayStation Now, you're paying like $10 a month, and you can play it there.
You're right.
They have a lot of games on there. I was wondering if I should.
You have to download them?
No. Some you can download, but you have to have the ones you don't download on, you have to have a good internet connection. It's like you're
playing online.
Yeah, like you're streaming a game on. It's like a Netflix. You like stream a video game.
Can you save it though?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I played the first Red Dead Redemption.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
I liked it. I just didn't play it enough. But like, Sly Cooper is on there.
But you know how I am with video games, so I don't even think it'd be worth it for me.
It's almost like there's just too many to play.
It'd probably be worth it to me because I play a fuck ton of games.
I
Like
think
how
you get
you
a
watch
7.
movies is how I am with games.
I think you get a 7-day free trial.
That's what I'm talking about. I love free trials.
Mm-hmm.
Those always sell me on anything.
Well, speaking of free trials, how was your Amazon Prime?
Well, Meatball is missing. I can't get her info.
Oh yeah, we still have to rescue her from Pennywise.
You guys can tell me on air where Meatball is after we say our goodbyes so we can cut it out.
She is in Derry, Maine, in the sewer, with Pennywise
Right.
still.
I know. It sucks. Sorry guys. We've had a real busy schedule this past couple weeks, and I think we can get to getting her out of there this week maybe for the next show.
Our next episode is a movie. We're jumping back into horror films for a week. We will be discussing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Oh. No, you know what?
This
I
was
just
Meatball's
don't-
idea, so it's pending if Meatball's available. If not, then we'll think of something else. But that's the
Mhm.
plan now.
I don't think I like any of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, really. I never saw the second one, though, so I still have to watch it.
I can't remember any of them.
I don't think I like Leatherface as a villain, really.
No, I don't really either.
I think he's pretty nifty.
Do your thing, cuz.
A cool cat.
I hate it.
Cool cat in the
Awful.
horror world.
All right, Sean, would you like to sing us into weekly recommendations?
It's time to recommend some things tonight. Yeah. Ooh, we are gonna recommend some things tonight. Yeah.
The theme song
Almost.
changed from last week.
I almost added an ad-lib, but then I realized, oh, this is a rock song. This is not Shibbida Beat Bop Boo.
Shibbida beat bop boo. My weekly recommendation is a movie from 2009 called Triangle.
Triangle?
Yes. I'll give you a brief plot synopsis. According to IMDb, it says a group of friends suffer a yachting accident and take refuge on a cruise drifting on the open sea, will quickly realize they were better off on the upturned yacht. Yeah. Pretty accurate.
Okay.
It is on Amazon Prime,
Oh.
and I think if I saw this correctly, it's free on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Even
Nothing like
better.
that.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check that.
Don't get people's hopes up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
it is free with ads on YouTube.
Okay.
Ooh. I can do some ads.
See, I hate ads.
I get them on Hulu, so.
I had to up my subscription on Hulu because I can't.
If I up it, I'm going all the way. I want live TV and all that.
That's what I need to do.
It's way cheaper than cable.
Yeah.
I have Hulu TV. Pretty good.
He's gonna sell me. Somebody stop him. He's gonna sell me.
So yeah, Triangle.
Hold on. Speaking of triangles and selling, this episode is sponsored by the Illuminati. because
What?
because there's symbols of triangle and they want you to sell your soul But we don't recommend that. They're just paying us to tell you about them.
Soul's not for sale.
Not this way. Sorry. Go ahead, though. We didn't put any of our sponsors in yet.
All right, Sean, what do you recommend?
Alright. I recommend this week, freeing Britney Spears.
Yes.
She's being held hostage by her father, the internet tells me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Can we confirm that, or is that just like a theory?
She's under a conservatorship, which means her dad has like legal custody of her, and she's not allowed to make any decisions in her life at all without his say so.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Well, she's been posting. You'd have to look it up. She's allegedly been posting like secret messages on Instagram and TikTok that she needs help. And she had a court case to like try and get off of that sometime this year, and everyone in the family showed up except for her.
They said her computer was having, because it was like over Zoom, they said her connection was poor or something.
Yeah.
So she couldn't connect, but everybody else was fine.
But she's Britney Spears and she should have great Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just all suspicious.
Yeah, you should look into it because it's actually really messed up.
I have briefly, but not as deep as you have.
Yeah, I've been in this shit. I don't even know why.
I was promoting it last year.
I have a sudden interest in late 90s and early 2000s pop again.
Britney Spears is
obviously
a legend.
We all listened to that when we were kids, but it's intrigued me again.
She's just a legend. So, we all know that I've loved her forever.
Shout out to NSYNC.
Well, Justin Timberlake did her very dirty.
Yes.
But shout out to NSYNC because it's still, yeah.
She posted a video dancing to a Justin Timberlake song not too long ago.
Yeah, she just posted a picture with him a couple of days, like an old picture. Oh, never mind. That was Kevin Federline. Whoops. No, wait. It was Justin Timberlake. I lied. It was an old picture of her and Justin Timberlake.
Didn't she cheat on him?
Allegedly. I think she did, but he was saying that she slept with somebody. And all she said was his story was half right and that she never slept with anybody but him. So I feel like she probably, like, you know, because they were like fucking 18 or something. She probably kissed somebody.
Yeah, she dragged him in an unreleased song that she never put out, that leaked online.
But he dragged her in Crimea River.
And actually released it. At least she didn't release her drag.
And Crimea River is a bop.
Yeah, it's sad. Poor Britney.
You don't have to say what you did. I already know. I found out from him.
I never realized it, but if you look back, I guess Justin Timberlake was like the bad boy back then. I guess he used to have problems with a lot of people. I was watching like documentaries and stuff. I didn't know that, but he used to have beef in the industry.
I didn't know that either.
We all know about the Janet Jackson issue.
Oh, yeah.
That she got solely blamed for.
And he ripped her shirt off, so I don't know.
Yeah, they blamed her for it. I was like,
why
what?
She got blamed for it?
That doesn't make any sense at all.
And there was still something covering her.
Yeah. I think it was the time, because they could do that now and it would just be mild.
Yeah, I don't know. Like in like one of the Britney Spears documentaries, it was showing interviews, and they were asking her if she would ever have sex before marriage, and like, you know, nobody cares about that anymore.
Yeah.
To a degree, like mostly, and like it was taken real serious, and they asked her about her encounters with marijuana and stuff, and she said she got high off the fumes, and she would never do that in her life. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
I remember that.
Like when Miley Cyrus smoked weed in like 2010.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal.
Oh yeah, the video she had a bong and it went viral.
The only thing I hate about that era is how fake people, like, obviously she wasn't extremely high off the fumes and, like, couldn't, like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. It was almost like she was embarrassed to, like, talk about that stuff. I wish people back then were more open and didn't give a fuck like they do now.
Yeah.
Like, cause she's like that now. Clearly, she doesn't care what she says now. Well, up to what she's allowed to say.
Yeah.
But you could tell, like, you could see the difference in her at the beginning, and like her later years. Like, she quit giving a fuck.
Well, nowadays, we could do podcasts and be like, I'm high or I'm drunk right now.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
Back
was
then.
the very first thing that was said on this podcast.
Yeah.
I found an ashtray and there's half a blunt in it.
No, I was just smoking a blunt a little bit ago while we were talking.
All right, Steven, what is your weekly recommendation?
Love Victor on Hulu. It is a sequel. It's a TV show. It's a sequel to the movie Love, Simon that came out in 2018.
Interesting. I've wanted to see that movie since I saw the trailer, but I never got around to it.
It's a good movie. So yeah, you kind of have to watch the movie to. You don't necessarily have to, but I would recommend watching the movie if you watch the show.
Is Victor in the movie?
No, Simon's in the show. Well, he's a voiceover in the show.
Oh.
Because they like talk to each other by message.
Interesting.
And Simon kind of like gives him advice on life and stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to Simon and Victor.
Shout out to them, the realist, the OGs of the game.
Shout out to North.
It's hard to.
Shout out to Connor.
Shout out to blue-haired Tracy.
We got to break that up. No.
Yeah, we better get on that fucking quick.
Like they're not already married.
Yeah.
They're married over 2 years now, so.
That's why we have to be quick.
Yeah, it's still not technically very long term. So they might be getting sick of each other, you know?
You never know.
We swoop up in there and be like, sup, blue-haired Tracy.
That's not a real name.
But that'll be why it catches our attention. She'll be like, whoa, I haven't heard that in years. OMG. That'll be great. It's a conversation starter.
Or she'll just think you're weird.
Yeah, or that. She'll think I have a weird Android fetish.
All right.
She'll smack me. All right.
I think we
had a little fun episode. We did. We had a lot of fun tonight, guys. You know, that's
always a pleasure. What'd you say?
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere, anytime at all, down here in the deep blue sea.
So we're now on SoundCloud.
Ooh.
And I already got 2 automated messages on SoundCloud.
Yeah, I hate those.
It was like 10 minutes after I uploaded the episode, and it was like, "Hey, I love your track, episode 1."
Hashtags are important.
And I'm like, I know you didn't listen to the whole hour and a half of this episode in 10 minutes.
Oh,
They're
we're
whack.
we're getting those follows on Instagram.
Check us out on Instagram at Attempted Topic. Rate us on
And-
Apple Podcasts and
Give us a
follow us
roughly 3
everywhere
to
else,
5
yeah.
star rating.
Yeah,
preferably 4 to 5. If you think we deserve a 3,
fix it. No,
you can.
Give us the
If you want-
3, but also tell us why. But if you
If you
want to
wanna
give us
give-
a 1 or a 2, just tell us why.
because
If
we
you
don't
wanna
believe in
give us-
negativity around here.
If you want to give us a 3, give us a few weeks to improve. And then if we don't improve, give us a 3.
And also tell us why.
And if you want to
Right.
give us a 1 or 2, don't do it and message Steven at _meet me in space on Instagram. Tell him why.
Not even the main account, just my account.
You're like the Attempted Topics mascot. So you got to take our calls for us when the Attempted Topics page is.
The
Farewell.
mascot that takes calls.
Goodbye, my friend.
I'll see you again tomorrow. Da-da.
The moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play.
We need to
Come and
record
play.
our outro song in your studio, Sean.
We should. I can mix it if you guys. I'll explain later. I mean, we could record it here if you want. But you could also, if you don't want to like record in front of everybody, there's a way you could record at home, and then I could clean it up here.
Yeah, me and Jeremy will send in our acapellas soon.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All right, everybody, have a good night. Peace.
Cheers.